Hello everyone, thank you for joining me again today. Today is the day of the plant and I thought we would make an unusual one. This is a sort of Venus flytrap. You can make one like this and you can make one for your friend and you can try and catch flies with these. It's a good game to practice catching skills. What are we going to need? Well, pardon me. We're going to need 2 paper plates. And we're going to have to paint them. One on the inside, one on the outside. Because we want our plant to have an inside and an outside. 2 paper plates. What else will we need? Wow. We're going to need some paint to paint our plates with. We're going to need a pom-pom. Maybe you want to use it to support the eyes of your plant. You don't have to, but you're definitely going to need one for your catching game. So this can be your wee insect. We're going to need some white card, with zigzags drawn on it. These are going to be the teeth, because we need some teeth on our flycatcher. We're going to need some googly eyes. So I've drawn some, cut them out already. To draw things, I've dropped everything. You're going to need your ruler and your pencil. For your painting, you're going to need your brushes and your paints, scissors to cut things out with, and a stapler, and we may also need some sticky tape. So let us make a start. I have already painted my plates. 1 plate for the mouth. Now I know a Venus flytrap doesn't have a throat. Not like that, but I'm funny like that. So I painted the inside and I've painted the outside. And what we need to do now, also cut my eyes out as I've said. And the teeth, we have to have teeth cut out. So I chopped some teeth. Now what you do is you can probably have your triangle all the way to the end, but I've left a flat bit because I'm funny like that. So we need to cut the teeth. We fold our plate in half because that's the mouth bit. And then we have to fold the other plate in half as well. And it's probably a good plan to use the 2 together. Now if you're still painting your plates, you must pause my video just here. So that's our Venus flytrap. Now we've got to put the teeth on. And you have to be careful because they have to mesh like this. So they can't go like this, they have to go like this. If you look at a Venus flytrap in the wild, that's how they are. And we're going to need 17 teeth, if I counted them right, but it doesn't really matter. Just chop a lot of teeth, because you can always make more than one. If you make 2 and there's 2 of you, you can take turns at throwing a fly and catching a fly, or you can do it at the same time. You kids are very skilled. So let's just have a lot of teeth. Now the other thing we have to do with our outside plate is we have to cut a space where our hand can fit. Yeah? Otherwise we can't do this. So carefully, and from the inside of the rim. Don't go beyond here or here. So I think what I will do is I will give myself good half moon. Like that, so that my hand can fit in there. Now if you find you haven't cut enough out, you can always cut a little bit more, but not too much, otherwise you lose the effect. Right, so now we have to make sure that we have things the right way up. So let's have some sticky tape. Let's have a tooth. And let us stick a tooth on. So we take aim, and I think I'll have one in the middle here, one in the middle there. I have to have one on either side over here. Now, can you see what I'm doing? One for you, one for me, another one for you, another one for me, all the way around. So I need another one over here. I could have had these teeth prepared, but you know how it goes. I am not in a studio. I am at work, and sometimes someone comes to the door, and sometimes they don't. And I can do all this. You see, I turn my plate around each time. I have to add some more teeth. So this might take a bit longer than we anticipated, but never mind. Just keep cracking. If you don't like this bit of the proceedings, you can always fast forward through it. You're in control of the button. I should be chattering on about what I'm doing here. I get quiet sometimes, but it's concentration, because you have to do it right. If it's not right, it's wrong. And if it's wrong, it's a big mistake. So we're getting nearly to the end of putting teeth in. So you'll see the teeth are flat at the moment, and that doesn't really matter very much, because it's only when we've got our plant assembled that we can pose the teeth. And I flip it over and I do two more teeth. Because in a real Venus flytrap, the teeth act like a little cage to capture the insect that the plant needs to eat in order to stay alive. Why do plants eat insects then? Well, Venus flytrap plants grow where the soil is very poor and there isn't any nutrients they can get through their roots. So they have to get whatever it is they need to live. Like we do, we eat meat and potatoes, or maybe a lot of people don't eat meat anymore. But we need nourishment, and we need vitamins and minerals and other materials for our bodies to function properly. Otherwise we'll get sick. And when we get sick like that, we might die. So that's not a pleasant thought. Everybody needs a bit of food. Look at that. I cut just about enough teeth. I didn't even count them. I just cut them. So therefore, Venus flytraps and a plant called a sundew. There are various carnivorous plants. They need they need to catch insects in order to live. So now we put up 2 plates, one inside the other, and here comes the important bit. We have to really stick them together. So I think we'll just, where every tooth is, we'll put a wee staple. Because if we don't, and we start playing and catching the little flies, which is the little pom-poms, they're really easy to make. You can buy them finished, but it's better if you make your own with a little bit of wool. Oh, I'd forgotten this stapler is sometimes it pumps out 2 staples instead of just the one, and then nothing works right. But here we go, round and around. Now I have to warn you about the sharp pointy bits on the staples, because they can really make a horrible hole in your fingers if you don't watch yourself. And I don't want that to happen. So, look what we've done. So now we can bend our teeth to go where we need them to. So our fly trap can catch the flies and they can't fall back out, because these teeth make a good little cage. And of course, I've turned my fly trap into a little character. It needs eyes. So let's stick some eyes on. Again, trusty sticky tape. I have cut a little tab on the eye so that I can fold that back, and then the eye will stand up. So, put some sticky tape over that little stem. Have a good look at my fly trap. Where would I like the eye? I think over here. Oh, over here will be good. Because once you've got the first eye down, putting the second eye on is not so hard, because you've got a kind of marker. You know where the next eye needs to go, so it doesn't go cross-eyed on you. The paint makes it a bit hard for the sticky tape to stick sometimes. I think that's exactly what is happening here now. There we go. And now it's just a question of fitting my fly trap onto my fingers and chomp, chomp, chomp. And maybe it can catch a fly. Ooh, and it's harder than you think, because for all that the teeth keep the fly in, they can also keep him out. I hope you enjoy making your Venus fly trap and that you have fun playing with it. And remember to plant a plant today, because it's International Plant Day. Best of luck and see you next time. Bye-bye now.